the ash. Yeah, ho, we tapping and passing like magic. No, we not asking, we see it, we grabbing. Diamonds, they flashing, go blind when I'm passing. Mask on, I'm clapping, no mask on assassin. Jugging, we snatching, all black is the fashion. We not the same, bro, just look at the fabric.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Kama. We back with another video, man. Yeah, man, real quick, right? I never really got a chance to make my post 53-man roster video. I made a couple videos leading up into the deadline, but never actually made a video after. So what I'm gonna do with this video, I'm basically gonna share my thoughts on not just the Cowboys, but the whole division and what I thought was, what was surprising to me. So, but first I'm gonna start off with Cowboys signed Corey Clement, who the Giants just cut. I just feel that third running back role. Not mad at that. Experienced running back. You know what I mean? I'll be lying to you if I told you I was a huge fan of him with the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl. But nah, see, nonetheless, but what we got him for is what we got him and asking him to do as the third back on this team is I think it's a great pickup in that regard. But any surprises on the Cowboys roster? Kamara was a surprise, but he wasn't a surprise because he flashed a lot in preseason. So I don't think that was necessarily a surprise. But you know, usually when they key in on certain players who are long shots to make the roster on Hard Knocks, they would usually set you up. But I really ain't have too many surprises. The Cowboys roster, for the most part, it went how I thought it was gonna went, how I thought it was gonna go. Carter, number 97, was a little bit surprised because he played a lot and I thought he was solid during camp and the preseason. So yeah, but like every team has those things that they need to work on division-wise. Like, you know what my stance at? I'm worried about the side of Anthony Brown. I think that's going to be a key point of emphasis, and especially coming into game one playing the GOAT Tom Brady. I think that might be where they might attack. I mean, that's why I would attack if I was the opposing team. Yeah, I think we need to wrap that up because you know, Kelvin Joseph is dealing with a groin issue. He left the last preseason game, so I'm hearing from my first initial report I read, he could be sidelined for some weeks. So so we're gonna be dealing with that. So we ain't got no choice but to ride with it. At this point, I'd probably be more comfortable with Candidate out there with the camp he had. But at this point, we just gotta have faith with the guys we picked, and we gotta roll with them, man. So, I don't hate Anthony Brown, but at the end of the day, you on this team, I ain't got no choice but to root for you. Let's put our best foot forward and just move into the season. It's real football now. Look, Eagles, right? Let's get into the Eagles. I think the Eagles, surprise cuts. I know a lot of people was surprised about the Jordan Howard and Travis Fulgham thing. I think with the Travis Fulgham, I think that cut was strictly Howie saving face and trying to kick the tires on his former second-round pick again and get him yet another chance under the new regime. Because for GMs, that type of stuff is important. I drafted this guy. I know he got the talent. Let me see what he can do. You try to exhaust all your options before you realize, he just ain't it. Like that, we blew that pick, or he just don't fit here. So I think Travis Fulgham was more of a victim in that. And Jordan Howard, both of those guys, by the way, has been added to the practice squad. One thing, watching the Inside the Birds podcast, that they were shocked at the Eagles roster, that they kept so many linebackers. I believe they kept 7. And so little safeties. I believe they kept 4 safeties. And they said they pointed emphasis was a couple of those guys are coming off of significant injuries. So in reality, you only got two healthy safeties on the roster, which is dangerous. But Man, to each his own, man. They seem happy with their roster. Let's see what it comes out to, man. I think the Giants' only surprise cut maybe was that I seen was Corey Clement. I seen they made a couple of trades to add a couple of linemen for offensive linemen. That clearly is a area of their concern. You know what I'm saying? So like they acknowledge that the offensive line is a concern. So I mean they trying to pump the resources into it because it's all about fixing your Achilles heel. You're only as strong as your weakness. You know what I'm saying? So watch their football team was interesting. I didn't really see anything to watch that was like eye dropping. It was, for the most part, all the teams was like they did what you thought they was gonna do. Nick Sirianni finally named Jalen Hurts the starter, which we all been knew. Jordan Mailata the starter, their left tackle, which we all been knew. But it's a lot of like football is finally here, man. It's September 1st. Cowboys go against the world champions in almost a week from today. Exactly a week and a day from today. 8 days or something like that nature. So I'm excited, man, to see the roster coming back. See the quarterback Dak out there healthy. I mean, he had this clip on Hard Knocks where he walked up to Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis and Maurice Kennedy. They said on the sideline, he said, "Oh, I'm back." So Cooper looked like he back. We was waiting on CeeDee Lamb to get cleared off the COVID list from the little outbreak we had, and so all systems go from here, man. Ain't no turning back. Every decision we made, every roster move we made, is all for these moments right here, man. We made the best man win. It's just as simple as that. Like I'm honestly extra comfortable with where we at as a team, roster-wise. Like I'm comfortable with it because it's like you want to be compared to, like when you building a team, you don't want to be good enough to say, we're going to beat the Jets this year. We're going to beat Carolina. It's not about them. I want to go to the top of the mountain. Tom Brady is the top of the mountain. So we get to measure ourselves in week 1 at the top of the mountain. And that could go either way. If it's a competitive game, you know that you can hang with them. If you beat them, that gives you confidence of going into the season and beyond. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, besides them and the Chiefs, that is the roughest competition that we're gonna face all year. Like on paper, I'm not excluding, not excluding the division games. Division games is always tough, but that's gonna be the worst, the best competition you face all year. So why don't I measure yourself on the top of the NFL? I don't want to get a cheap victory versus Atlanta or somebody like that, or Detroit. Nah, that don't do nothing for us because when you go to the playoffs, 9 times out of 10, those guys not going to be there. You have to beat the Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers and things of that nature to get to you want to be. So I mean, those are just my quick thoughts, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think of comments. Don't remember to like and subscribe. It's your boy Colin. Salute. We out.